Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So, Shri, have you practiced Tableau? Yesterday we had seen how the Tableau can be used for analysis and data visualization for one data set, that is a sample
Yes.
data set supermarket.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then I had given you two data sets, right? So have you tried those data set as well?
Yes, ma'am. But not a Excel sheet. Ma'am, actually, I couldn't. I don't know how to import that. I was trying, but I didn't. Could you please help me?
Sure. Just give me 1 second.
Oh, wait.
I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
There is one, the guided project, okay, which I was showing you yesterday, okay, with the how the dynamic features we can have it with our project, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Another one is the new, I am just trying to show you. So this is a new one we will be connecting, okay. Now, how we are going to connect the data? So Microsoft Excel is the file I'll be connecting. So let's say student data. I think in the student data only I had given
Yes,
it.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So for the student data, I'm just connecting this.
Okay, I'm doing the same thing. Okay.
Okay. Now, if you see,
One second, please.
you can view your data in this format. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, yeah. Okay. Now we will go to the sheet here. And now in the sheet, we will be selecting the data. Okay. So we are having sample data, that is a student, and it we will add to the sheet here. Okay. That is the CNT marks, count of the student marks we had just added. Okay, which we really don't need it as if. What we needed is, 1 second. Mm, mm, okay. Mm. So this is a student wise we are getting, but we don't want in the student wise. Okay, how we can take it with the help of the create a calculated field. Okay, 1 second. Mm, okay, it's coming with this manner. We will be just going with Not the way it is. It's only coming the student marks sheet data. Now we are able to get the data in the format of the so now we will be adding here, okay? So this is the data, we'll be renaming it, okay? So I'm just having an ID to it. Okay, then this is the student name. Okay. And then this is the subject marks. So these are the maths marks. The way we can do it in the same manner, like in the Excel, we can have it. Similarly, we can have it for the. Are you understanding this, Shri?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just making change with the rename option. I'm just making it for the individual subject. And this is for the overall percentage. Okay.
Ma'am.
Now, yeah. Now we will be okay. Yeah. This is a table, okay, which we got here. Okay, if you want the sample data I'm adding, okay, in the Tableau. Okay, now the sheet is being added. Are you clear? And I will be now taking all the columns the way I did. Okay, so I want a physics column, maths, chemistry. Okay, and major names, and the F1 is basically the marks, I think. Yeah. ABC, why it's coming ABC. Okay, need to check with that. Okay. It's not a number. Okay. Now it is coming fine. So here we can have it the individual student wise analysis. Okay, if you just want for individual student, or you can just check it for a one student, how he's performing in the physics, chemistry, maths. Like that, you can easily make the chart for it. Okay.
Yeah. Just doing server side with you.
Now, mm, add few more dimensions actually. This data will be excluded, and from the remaining only we will just have it, yes. Count of student marks, okay. Ideally, we don't need a count of student marks, but okay, fine. Then this is what? Okay. We need to consider student's name actually. Student names are not being added. Hmm. In the sheet, do we have a student name? So we don't have a student name. Can you just check?
We had,
We have, no? Okay.
yes, ma'am. I even ID, but there was no need of ID once we have name.
Okay. Hmm. Now the things are coming properly. So we don't need a count. And then if we just go forward, the this column we can actually remove and we can make the format like okay, this is the ID. Okay, so we can just this is actually counting how many count of the values are. So if you don't want, you can just remove this column. This gives you only count. Okay. And
Okay.
this way you can create a sheet. In fact, this sheet can be segregated for maths, chemistry, and physics, respectively, for the students. And step by step, you can even have more individual subject analysis. Now it's clear now, Sri?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Let's see. I just want to check who all are the students. 1 second. Uh, I just want to check who all are the students who secure, say, 95. Okay. So I got the Jessica. I hope you are understanding how I am analyzing that she secured 95 marks in the maths. So such kind of filters I can have it and I can look forward for this values in the Tableau environment. Clear?
Okay.
You can also have a top 50, top 100, all the way we can have it in the Tableau environment. And basis of that also you can create the chart. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just doing side to side. So.
Okay, fine. Shall I wait or you can do it
No,
afterward?
no, ma'am. You can proceed. I'm doing.
Okay, fine. Just give me 1 second. So there is a design flow. Okay. So whenever we are analyzing the data in a Tableau, we need to follow a design. So the steps we are following, right? Yesterday we discussed about these steps. Okay. After that, the another important thing is the design flow. Now, what is design flow in the Tableau? So, as we know that Tableau is analyzing a lot of data over in a various with respect to various dimensions and the measure, right? So Tableau we are using, or this tool we are using for lot lots of data, okay, analyzing. Okay, and what we are considering, here, we are considering, or with respect to time dimensions, time periods, I meant to say, then dimensions, and the measures. Okay, it needs a very it's need a proper design flow. Okay, what I mean to say here is, one second, analyzing dimensions, so many I uses. Okay, this Grammarly gives me so many grammar help as well. Okay, and now like we, as a final outcome, we are expected that the Tableau project ideally create a dashboard. Okay. I told you yesterday like how the dashboards are being created. Okay. The basic steps of using Tableau is clear, but how we are going for final expected outcome, okay, in a project, okay, final expected outcome in a project. Okay, so that is nothing. It's ideally it's a dashboard, right? We want a dashboard with a story about your data, right? About your data with the story about your data which you are analyzing. For that, there is a flow diagram. Okay, so we need to design a flow for a project. Okay, it is very important right now we are talking. So in any case, like a student data which we just now shown you, or any kind of data, I will be giving you few more data set today. Okay, so whichever be the data set you are using, that has to follow this steps or design flow. Actually, design flow in a project. Okay, so what is that? I'll just using it with the, because that's a flow chart. Okay, so we need to follow that flow. So the very first we will be having is, I hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
So very first I'll be connect to the data source. Okay, so this is the first thing we are having. Okay, once the data source is being connected, the next thing we will be having, we'll be creating a data views. Okay, see yahan pe, like in the Power BI we are already having a data views, we are having table views, we are having model views, but in the Tableau we don't have, we had to create. Okay, so we need to build our data views. Okay, then we need to enhance it. Enhance this data views, okay, which has been created. After that, once the data views are being created, then we will add a sheet. We will create a sheet for it. Okay, if you observe, I added a worksheet once I identify that this kind of data its structure, okay, and then their data types, I fixed it, and then I converted into the sheet format, right? So the same thing we have to do it in all the projects, okay. Then after the creating a sheets, you will be going forward for creating there are many sheets you will be adding. Like in the student data, there will be a one sheet where all the records will be there, okay. Second will be only maths, physics, chemistry, individual sheets you will be creating. So what you are creating, you will be creating and organizing the sheets, okay, on the dashboards. Are you understanding this, what I am trying to explain here?
Yes, ma'am.
And lastly, you will be creating the story. You mean to say the visualization. So story is being created. This is the dimensions we need to follow, okay? In this flow only, this will work. Clear? Now connecting to the data source, what exactly we are doing here?
Excuse me, ma'am, what will we will enhance in data views? I mean, just uh, giving the particular things, I mean, icon in the column or rows, that is the enhancing.
Enhancing means like you will be yes, you will be deciding like what kind of measures you will be considering, what kind of dimensions you will be considering, that is what.
Okay. Okay. When which particular row we need.
Hmm. Okay. Now connect to the data source. So Tableau connects to all popular data sources as we already seen. We are having inbuilt connectors which will take care about the establishing the connection between the connecting parameters. Okay. So whether it is a DBMS file or a SQL file or any cloud-based database, it connects appropriately using that connectors. Okay. Now, when we build a data views, so what actually we are doing after connecting the data source, we all get that columns, okay? Column and the data available in the Tableau, okay? So you classify them in as a dimensions and a measure. So that is what we are doing into the building the views, okay? So we are classifying it into the like measures, dimensions, the way we did in the yesterday's basically task, like product, category, quantity. So this is what uh, we are building. We are classifying or we are making the certain hierarchy, okay? In the dimensions and measures, means like all the columns are not considered as a dimensions or all the columns will not consider as a measure, okay? There are few measures, there are few columns, right? So that we will be classifying in the build data views process, okay? using this uh, 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 using this approach, okay, assigning your columns as a measures and dimension is nothing, it's a building data views.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in building the data views, we actually provides a drag and drop feature. Like we just drag it and drop it into the column and row wise things and the measure. Then
Yes.
enhancing the views. Coming to the enhancing the views which is being created. अभी बन चुका है, data view बन चुका है. Okay, so look at here. I'll just go back. Now, uh, okay. So if you see here the monthly order, online, offline order, address ID. So this kind of dimensions when I am building for individual sheets, that is a building view. Clear, Shri?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And now coming to enhancing the view. Okay. Enhancing the view means views are created as per the requirement. Now further we will enhance it by applying certain filters. अगर मुझे कुछ काउंट देखना है या कुछ अग्रीगेशंस देखने हैं या मुझे लेबलिंग चेंज करना है, सो दैट इज योर एनहांसिंग ऑफ योर व्यूज. आर यू क्लियर विद दैट नाउ?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. एनहांसिंग द डेटा व्यूज मीन्स आप कहीं एग्रीगेशन फंक्शन लगा रहे हो, कुछ फिल्टर्स चेंज कर रहे हो, आप लेबलिंग कर रहे हो, सो दैट इज द एनहांसिंग द व्यू प्रोसेस. ओके. आफ्टर
Yes,
दैट
ma'am.
यू कैन ऐड फ्यू मोर वर्कशीट्स बेस्ड ऑन योर रिक्वायरमेंट. जैसे यहाँ पे है अलग अलग वर्कशीट्स ऐड करी हुई है. दिस इज, वन सेकेंड. So this is a order date worksheet. This is a another worksheet. We are having order versus offline orders, product analysis. Agar if you just want to have it into form of worksheet, so the worksheet is being available. Then global analysis, again you can see it in the format of worksheet. So this is all the worksheets we can have it based on our requirement कि हमको क्या क्या analysis करना है. Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
then we will be organizing as in the form of dashboard. So dashboard कैसे करेंगे? When we create a dashboard. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
यहाँ पे जब ये तो एक प्रोजेक्ट आपको बनाया हुआ मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रही हूँ, लेकिन इफ सपोज लाइक इफ यू आर गोइंग बैक to this, okay, and if I added few sheets here, let's say I add few sheets, and then I will be adding a dashboard, and then where I am going to have it sheet, so I will be dragging a sheets like this. Is it clear to you now?
Yes, ma'am.
तो अभी शीट 2 में कुछ नहीं, तो शीट 2 तो एम्प्टी दिखेगा. एंड देन शीट 3. सो ऐसे 3 शीट्स में एट ए टाइम ऐड कर सकती हूँ यहाँ पे. एंड आई कैन वर्क ऑन द डैशबोर्ड्स. तो ये जो डैशबोर्ड्स यहाँ पे दिखाई दे रहे हैं इन दिस प्रोजेक्ट, यू कैन इजीली हैव इट बिकॉज दिस डैशबोर्ड इज ऑलरेडी बीइंग क्रिएटेड. ओके, ये क्रिएट कर चुके हैं ये. दिस इज अ डैशबोर्ड वी ऑलरेडी हैविंग.
Yes, ma'am.
क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
एंड देन वी कैन ऑर्गेनाइज इट. फिर हम उसको अलग अलग तरीके से कैसे देखना है, किस तरीके से विजुलाइज करना है, that way we can have it very easily. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, it's just like that particular. I'm just taking an example from that Excel sheet, student mark sheet. First, we have created our own data views, and
Hmm.
further we enhanced, for example, enhancing if the student get more than 70%, then we have enhanced that particular sheets, and further we may create which student has got the highest marks in which subject, and we
Right.
have created that dashboard. We have one sheet and further dashboards, and two three more sheets under that particular dashboard,
Hmm.
which have a particular data analyzing, like which student has got more marks, which has the least, and in which
Yeah.
subject,
Yeah.
like
And then we
like that.
can, once we create all the sheets together, then we will form a story. Because
Yeah, yeah.
story means like what? A story is a sheet that contains a sequence of worksheets or a dashboards that work together and convey information.
Yes,
That
yes.
how the class is performing in math subject, how the class is performing in physics subject and as chemistry subject, and then overall their performance. So this is the kind of story building you can have it. Are you clear with that?
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Got it.
Okay, so this is the process we now we had to follow when we are using Tableau. Okay, is it clear? The design flow is clear or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, when we are done with the Tableau analysis, okay, we normally save our work in a various format. Okay, so Tableau allows us to save our basically reports, dashboards, worksheet in various format. Okay, the way try to understand. Okay, this is a very important thing we are discussing. जैसे कि हम अलग अलग डेटा सोर्स कर सकते हैं टैब्लो में, राइट? हम पीडीएफ सोर्स कर सकते हैं, टेक्स्ट फाइल सोर्स कर सकते हैं, जेसॉन कर सकते हैं, डेटाबेस कोई हो तो वो कर सकते हैं। वैसे ही जब हम टैब्लो में उन सोर्स करे हुए डेटा का हम जब व्हेन वी क्रिएट अ स्टोरी, वी कैन स्टोर द एनालाइज डेटा और विजुअलाइज डेटा, okay, with a decided format, okay, or with a respected format. So what kind of formats we can have it? So we can have a .twb file, okay, so it contains the information of each sheets and the dashboard which is present in your workbook. Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
अब सबको सभी नहीं भेजना रहता है, okay, sometime we need some information to be shared on some like कोई पर्टिकुलर वर्टिकल हेड को भेजना है, तो यू विल नॉट शेयरिंग अ कंप्लीट वर्क और कंप्लीट प्रोजेक्ट विच यू डन, ओके? जस्ट गिव मी 1 second. या सो इट इज बेसिकली द व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू वांट टू शेयर, तो वो ही फाइल आप उनको भेजेंगे, ओके, प्रेजेंट इन द वर्कबुक. सपोज यू वांट टू सेंड अ कंप्लीट टैब्लू पैकेज, ओके, मतलब जो भी आपने कंप्लीट जो प्रोजेक्ट आपने किया है दैट यू वांट टू शेयर, ओके. See, try to understand this, okay. If you want to share a complete project, then that file will be having extension twbx. This will contains a complete detail. It contains complete details of local data that is used
I stopped.
Okay. Anyway, now what I'm trying to say here is, suppose you want to share a Tableau complete package workbook with the detail, or we can say it's a complete project. Then you will be sharing this file to any user you want to share, okay? And then if you just want to share a data set, जिसके ऊपर आप काम कर रहे हो, the data source, so you will be sharing this file to the required user, okay? So this detail of the connection used and create the Tableau report. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is how the different kind of files we will be using, or we actually the Tableau is generating, and that we can easily share whenever the user need. Okay, basis on the user requirement, you can share that. Okay. In the Tableau, what kind of data type we can handle? So the data type we are having, simple data types we are having in the Tableau. The string type of data we can handle. Sorry, I'm quickly telling now. The number kind of data and the date time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And the Boolean as well. Okay. So Boolean data also being handled by the Tableau. Okay. I'm not getting into much detail. Already ये data types हमने काफी बार करे हुए हैं. So I'm just briefing you about the Tableau as a tool. Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then there is a show me feature. What is this show me feature is? So when you are using, when see आपने data connect कर लिया, ये सारी प्रोसेस यही फॉलो होने वाली, कुछ भी नहीं है. आपने डेटा कनेक्ट करा, आपने डेटा व्यूज बना लिया, उनको एनहांस कर लिया, आपने क्रिएट कर दी वर्कशीट्स. ओके, वर्कशीट क्रिएट करने के बाद आप करोगे क्या आगे? यू विल बी गोइंग फॉर अ विजुअलाइजेशन ना.
Yes, ma'am.
लुक एट दिस इन द एनवायरमेंट वी विल टॉक अबाउट. फिर आप यहाँ पे जाओगे और यहाँ पे ये जो टूल्स है या ये जो फीचर्स है आपके राइट हैंड साइड में बता रही हूँ मैं आपको. तो ये सारी चीजें क्या है? शो मी फीचर्स है. Look at this show me. Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
So this show me is nothing. It's your advanced data visualization features available in the Tableau, which actually makes the data analysis very easy by providing analysis techniques with the different graph styles. Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am. Different graph and different chart type.
एग्जैक्टली, डिफरेंट ग्राफ्स एंड द चार्ट टाइप. मतलब अभी करना क्या है आपको कि आपको सिर्फ ये स्टेप्स फॉलो करते चलना है. दैट्स इट. वंस यू फॉलो द स्टेप्स, अभी आपने डेटा कनेक्ट कर लिया, फिर डेटा कनेक्ट करने के बाद आपने उसके मेजर्स और डायमेंशंस आइडेंटिफाई कर लिए, फिर आपने उसको शीट्स में कन्वर्ट कर लिया, आपके शीट्स बन चुके हैं. अब आप क्या करोगे आगे की स्टेप? अब उनको आप विजुअलाइज करोगे ना.
Yes, ma'am.
मतलब डैशबोर्ड क्रिएट करोगे. मतलब बहुत सारे शीट्स आपने इकट्ठा कर लिए. बहुत सारे शीट्स इकट्ठा करने के बाद आपने एक स्टोरी बना ली कि स्टूडेंट है, 30 स्टूडेंट्स है, वो क्लास में अपीयर हुए, एग्जाम के अपीयर हुए, अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट्स के, ऐसे ऐसे उनका स्टैटिस्टिक्स रहा या ऐसे ऐसे उनके मार्क्स आए, और आपने एक ही 4 शीट्स का एक डैशबोर्ड क्रिएट कर लिया. बट हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू विजुअलाइज इट? सो फॉर दैट शो मी इज अ फीचर अवेलेबल इन अ Tableau environment, which is for a advanced. Are you clear now what I'm
Yes,
saying here?
yes, ma'am.
Visualization tool. Okay. And Tableau makes the data analysis very easy because of this tool. ये टूल में ही सारी फीचर्स है ना. ये जो शो मी है, यही सारे इट एक्चुअली प्रोवाइड्स यू various charts and the graphs for data analysis and reporting. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, see, there is very simple steps. We can use a show me field. Okay. Show me is being used with the 3 steps. Step 1, select the fields, जो भी field है. Okay. Let's say order date and profit. Okay. आपने select कर ली. आपको order date और profit ये analysis करना है. जो भी analysis करना है. Let's say example बता रही हूँ मैंने. Order date and the profit ये आपने select करा. Okay. Which you want to analyze. Which you want to analyze. Okay. And then what you supposed to do? By holding it, the control key, आपको दूसरा step करना है. Step 2, that click the show me bar, which you want to choose the line chart. जो भी use करना है आप use कर सकते हो. And the step 3 will be click the label button on the scroll bar. तो वो अलग अलग वैल्यूज पे जाके आपको वैल्यूज चेंज होते हुए दिखेगा. Like this. ये देखो. Is it clear now?
Yes.
This is basically the show me feature. Okay. And now we also having कुछ टर्मिनोलॉजीज होती है जो नॉर्मली टैब्लो में यूज होती है व्हेन यू लोड योर डेटा. ओके, सो देयर आर सर्टेन डेटा टर्मिनोलॉजीज. There are, see, Tableau is very powerful tool which is being used for a data visualization. Okay, and when you do when you follow the steps, already I had shown you, explain you the steps. After that, अगर आपको कुछ change करना है जैसे allies, okay, so you can give the alternate name to any column, any field, okay, any dimension. Okay, then we are having bin. Bin is basically for user defined grouping. Okay, so आप एक user defined group कर सकते हो. आप वहां पे you can add certain values. So आप ये एक group create करके उसमें measures आप add कर सकते हो, offer measures. Okay, in your data source. Then you can also calculated field. ये terminologies है. Okay, so calculated field मतलब जहां पे आपने already you had applied the formula or you modified that field. Okay, then you also having a dashboard. So dashboard बार बार मैं बोल रही हूँ, तो dashboard भी एक terminology है. What is that? The combination of several views arranged on a single page. Clear? Are you
Yes,
clear
ma'am.
with that?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So this is how, and dimensions. मैं आपको dimensions के बारे में भी बता ही देती हूँ. Dimension भी एक terminology, the field, जो भी आपका data set है उसका field of category data typically hold discrete data such as hierarchies and members that cannot aggregate. Okay, जैसे कि for example dates, order date, okay, shipment date, ये हमेशा मेजर रहेंगे. समझ में आया आप? सॉरी, ये हमेशा डायमेंशंस रहेंगे. ओके, कस्टमर नेम्स, एग्जांपल बता रही हूँ मैं.
Yes, ma'am.
So don't go with the, मैं काफी फास्ट टाइप कर रही हूँ because I just want to complete this anyhow. ओके, कस्टमर नेम, अब इनका कोई एडिशन नहीं होता है. ठीक है, इवन कस्टमर सेगमेंट, ये सारे जो होंगे वो आपके डायमेंशंस रहेंगे हमेशा. ओके, क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Then these are the basic terminologies associated with the Tableau. Okay, डेटा सोर्सेस के बारे में हमने कल ही बात कर ली थी. उसके बाद और कुछ बचा है फीचर, वो मैं आप यू जस्ट आस्क मी, आई कैन एक्सप्लेन यू इफ यू हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ डाउट.
One second, ma'am.
देन देयर इज अ वर्कबुक, ये भी टर्मिनोलॉजी है. वर्कशीट, ये भी टर्मिनोलॉजी है. उसके अलावा क्या है और टर्मिनोलॉजीज? देन डेटा सोर्स.
Ma'am, if we have workbook theme, that theme is its background, right?
या डेटा सोर्स पेज, बेसिकली the page where you can set up your data source, okay? It consisting into the main, basically in a home screen only. ये सारी टर्मिनोलॉजीज है, मैं यहाँ पे सिर्फ डैश करके चलती हूँ क्योंकि ये सारी चीजें आपको ऑलरेडी बताया हुआ है और हमने अभी हैंड्स ऑन भी किया है.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then filters. Filter shelf. Okay. Filter shelf actually a pane, sorry, a shelf on the left of the workbook. अब देखो ये कहाँ पर है. You can use to exclude data from a view by filtering it using measures and the dimensions. ये होता है ना यहाँ पे, ये रहा
Yes.
filter shelf. Okay, ये रहा filter shelf. Are you able to see on the left hand side?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what is a filter shelf. ये सारे terminologies है. ये बस यही features हमको use करना है और हमारा काम करना है. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope the tool is pretty clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
अभी आपको क्या करना है? Like what I am planning that I will be giving you few data sets. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm just sharing data set quickly. In the WhatsApp, I'm just sharing. Okay. One second. Yeah. I'm sharing few data sets in the WhatsApp. Supermarket, sales data, travel, healthcare. There are 4 data set I had shared with you. Kindly check and let me know whether you received or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. अब यहाँ पे like let's say example सुपरमार्केट सेल्स डेटा, अगर हम इसकी बात करते हैं तो क्या क्या एनालिसिस कर सकते हैं हम इससे, इस डेटा सेट से. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एनालिसिस वी कैन हैव इट. ऑर्डर डेट वाइज हम उसका जो भी प्रॉफिट है वो कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, अमाउंट कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. ऑर्डर डेट, कस्टमर नेम with the retail price we can have it, customer name, shipment date, quantity we can have it, customer quantity we can have it, customer total amount we can have it. So all such kind of analysis we can have it. Are you clear with that?
Yes, ma'am.
अब यहाँ पे इस डेटा सेट की बात करते हैं सुपरमार्केट की, तो इसमें डायमेंशंस कौन से होंगे?
Ma'am, customer name.
1 second, I'm just on it. 1 second. Customer name will be dimensions, right? Order date, shipment date will be your dimension, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, order quantity can be a dimension. Order number can be a dimension.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
can be a measure here?
Retail price,
price,
order quantity.
order quantity, total text, they can be a measures. Are you clear with that now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, आपको समझ में आया ना कैसे हम ऑर्डर मेजर्स और डायमेंशन सेग्रीगेट करेंगे डेटा सेट में?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfectly fine. Now going forward with the next data set. I think travel वाला भी किया ना share?
1 second. Let me see. Yes, ma'am.
है ना?
Yes,
अभी
ma'am.
source city and destination city. Somebody is traveling, okay?
Yes,
कितना
ma'am.
destination है कवर हो रहा है, कितना miles में कवर हो रहा है, मोड ट्रैवल का, ड्यूरेशन. आप इस तरीके का भी डेटा सेट एनालाइज कर सकते हो. लाइक मैक्सिमम कौन सी सिटी एक just example बता रही हूँ. You can find out which source city and destination city is maximum traveled by mode as a car, or mode as a train, or mode as a air.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So this kind of analysis you can easily have it with this data set. Now here, what all the basically, let me know the dimensions here. Source city will be dimension, destination city will be dimensions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Travel mode will be dimension.
Travel mode, ma'am, could be mazes too.
Travel mode will be,
It could be in mazes too, ma'am.
yeah, in the both the way we
I mean,
can have it.
if we think in a two different type of, I mean, if we will take travel mode in dimension, then definitely the measures will become, I mean, will come in different way, like how many distance and how many miles it is covering in which duration. And if we'll take it in a dimension, then measures will be different here.
Right. So yeah, travel mode can be taken as a measures as well, right? But source city, destination city, definitely it will come under the dimensions.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am, here we could use a geocode.
Exactly, I'll come to that only.
Yes, ma'am.
So geospatial things you can have it maps. जो शो मी का फीचर है ना मैप्स वाला, वो यहाँ पे डाल सकते हो आप, क्योंकि यहाँ पे आपके पास लॉन्जिट्यूड और डेस्टिनेशन
Yes, ma'am.
लैटिट्यूड के
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
कोऑर्डिनेट्स हैं. ठीक है.
That's why I've asked. Yes, ma'am.
इवन आप मैप पे ऐसे ट्रैवल, आप ऐसे वन डेस्टिनेशन टू अनदर डेस्टिनेशन, ऐसे आप मैप्स में भी दिखा सकते हो. सो ऑल दैट फीचर्स यू कैन यूज इट ऑन दिस डेटा सेट. दैट्स व्हाई आई हैड गिवन दिस डेटा सेट.
Okay, okay.
ओके. Fine. So I hope there are lot many assignment or practice things I had given you on the Tableau. Okay. And
Yes,
I hope that Tableau is also you can explore, because you will have only 13 days to explore Tableau, because we only install a free version. Okay.
yes,
So
ma'am.
I personally recommend कि जितना हो सके ये जो data set आपको मैंने दिए हैं, you should explore all the Tableau in the fullest way, so that you get a good hands on the Tableau on this data set. Because once that trial version is get expire, you need to again log in through some another mail ID. Okay, maybe फिर आप आपकी friend का या किसी और का आप दे सकते हो. That's not a problem actually, but this will be a repeated activity you have to do for getting the access of Tableau versions. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, like, why should we waste our 13 days of the time? We can utilize that time by just exploring Tableau tool on this data set, which is being shared with you.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And please try to analyze that, have create a as many as worksheets and as many as dashboards you can create and form a story, and like you get a more confidence on the Tableau tool. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So here we completed all the topics which were discussed. Like there are few topics which were pending. So all the things we covered, okay, in today's session. Tableau was the last topic I had kept, because I know that Tableau is a trial version only. So we will have it afterwards. Also, you can just work on that. So you can have next 13 days to work on it. क्योंकि पहले के सारे assignments, सारे practices हो चुके हैं पाइथन के, पाइथन लाइब्रेरीज के, पावर बीआई के. तो आपके पास अभी सिर्फ टैब्लू ही है करने के लिए. तो यू आर हैविंग टैब्लू वर्क एंड टैब्लू ट्रायल वर्जन, एंड जस्ट एक्सप्लोर इट. ओके.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine. So here we are ending the session. If you want any technical round preparation session, or interview preparation session, or a project related guidance, so you can request to Sahil sir. He will coordinate with me, and accordingly we can plan those sessions. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Fine. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.